match that I had yesterday versus Kiyo. And this was the first battle I had with this team. This is with the new move tutors. And now Zatu with Magic Bounce gets Defog. That's new. Normally it could have Defog, but not with Magic Bounce. And this 5 I used a couple times, but I was trying to find the right 6th. I was using Incineroar, and I wanted to just use something that was a special wall that could mostly take on things like I wanted it to take on Delphox, and obviously Incineroar is the perfect spot for that. But Audino also does that well. But if you know me, I hate Audino, but I decided to use it also because I was losing to things like Piloswine wrecked the team, as you can see, but Audino kind of takes that on too. So there's that. And I was pretty happy that I got Kiyo because when I test teams, I like to test good people, and this was a ladder match. And Kiyo is a good player. Obviously, he's one of the NU room owners, so I was pretty happy that I got this battle. First turn, I didn't think he would set up rocks. I thought he would predict the Zatu switch in. So I'm just going to, I believe, set up the rocks, or yeah, get up the rocks because he has nothing to do about that unless he wants to taunt. He gets the crit on Dragon Claw, which sucks. He gets a little bit of recoil, but now I have to switch out to Toga tomorrow. I doubt he was going to predict that with Earthquake. He actually goes for Sucker Punch, which is interesting. And I'm just going to U-turn out and go into Whimsicott because I highly doubt he would go for the Poison move versus Toga tomorrow. Or even if he went for Earthquake or Dragon Claw, or I didn't expect him to go for Stealth Rock either because I still have Zatu. So Whimsicott can take any hit resisted or just really well. So he does go for the Earthquake. That doesn't do anything. And now on this turn, for some reason, actually not for some reason. Instead, I just thought he was going to switch to something, maybe Embor. I was thinking Rhydon or even Whimsicott. So I went for the U-turn, which is kind of an over-prediction early because I could have gone for the free Moonblast and either killed him or gotten a significant amount of damage on anything that comes in because nothing resists. So I could have gone for the Moonblast, but instead I went for the U-turn. Interesting play because I'm going to take the Rocky Helmet, or not the Rocky Helmet and the Rough Skin. So that actually really sucks for me. It was quite a weird play. I really thought he was going to switch to keep the rocks up since I have a weakness to it in the form of Zatu. But he thought I predicted Stealth Rock, which I didn't. I just predicted him to switch out because I could have one-shotted him. But he instead foddered his Drotagon off, which I really thought was interesting. Anyways, I U-turn out, and I think I go into Audino. Nice, now he has to switch. I believe I just go for the Moonblast, or Dazzling Gleam, sorry, without even Mega Evolving because I like the regen. He gets Defog, first time I've seen Whimsicott with that, so that's cool. Go for the Wish, and then I'm just going to go into my Togedemaru, get that Wish back, take any hit. This is my special Togedemaru. And now I'm just going to slow U-turn out so he can do whatever he wants to me, switch out U-turn, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I U-turn out. Or wait, no, I didn't U-turn out. I go for the Wish, then slow U-turn out. That's right, double Wish in here. It's fun. And I go into my Whimsicott. I calced it, Earthquake, I can take it. And that's nice that I get to come back up after that. So that was really nice. And now I should just go for the Moonblast, and I do. Take him out. And now we get to see what would have happened the first time. He goes into Embor. I'm fearing the Scarf, so I just fodder my Drotagon at this point. It's not really going to get to come back in. I could Wish past it, but then I'd have to fodder something else. So I may as well let Drotagon go at this point. We'll play a no rocks game, even though he has the Vivillon, which kind of sucks. And I have my Mega Audino, which I have to evolve now to resist the Flare Blitz, but he shows me that he's either Expert Belt or Z-Move. So I'm going to Wish up and go for the Dazzling Gleam because I don't run Protect on this Audino. So I have to Wish up now, and that really actually kind of sucks. So now I Wish. Okay, so here's what he was thinking. He was thinking that I was going to go into Whimsicott or Liepard, but he thought Whimsicott to Encore the Swords Dance. I did consider that, but I just thought I really didn't even consider him going for that because I have two prankster encore people on my team. I just didn't think he was gonna set up, and yeah, I really thought he was just gonna attack either Stone Edge, Stealth Rock, or I didn't really think of Poison Jab, but that's what he went for, and then he went for Stone Edge, and now I believe I encore him into that in case he wanted to set up that time, seeing as I'm staying in. But now I can switch out or just keep going for Wish, which will probably just keep going for Wish, no reason not to. He goes into Embor again, no reason not to stay in, or not, yeah, no reason not to, like, stay in, so I just stay and go for the Dazzling Gleam. He goes for Earthquake. I encore him into that in case he wanted to Swords Dance because you were talking about it in the chat. I don't know why I stayed in. That's actually a really questionable play that I stayed in on the Earthquake. Oh, I know why. Because the reason I stayed in on the Earthquake is because if I switched out to Xatu and he switched out to Embor, that would have been a really, really poor position for me. So that's why I stayed in and went for the Wish, because I predicted him to switch out. So I go for the Wish, and I don't want to pass it to Xatu because Xatu's at full health, so I go into Whimsicott. Whimsicott takes the Earthquake. That does a lot, though, as he said in the chat. And I'm actually, so this turn, he's encored into Earthquake, and I have Whimsicott in here. So I just go for Moonblast instead of Giga Drain, because Giga Drain was obvious, and even if he stays in, I'll be able to kill him again. So I go for the Moonblast, and to my surprise, that takes out Whimsicott. So I'm not running Pixie Plate, so that's just a timid Moonblast there. He goes into Pavilion. I still have my special wall Togedemaru, so no reason in the world not to U-turn, break the possible sash, and go into Togedemaru. And he actually goes straight for the Hurricane because obviously Encore on these guys is very popular. So he hits the Confusion and the Sleep Powder, which is pretty annoying. So I'm just gonna stay in. I could even go for Zing Zap. I didn't even think about doing that, but I believe I just try to go for Wish. But either way, it doesn't matter because I stay sleeping. And I'm going to try to U-turn out, but I stay sleeping for the third turn, which sucks. And I even stay sleeping for the... No, I wake up and then I hit myself in Confusion, which is just like great, nice, awesome. I went for the Spiky Shield. Not that it mattered, but I would have had the mind games then to whether I was going to switch or not. Anyways, I encore him into Earthquake, which is kind of what I have to do because Copycat Earthquake wouldn't have killed him, and there was nothing else I could do. So, yeah, I could go into Whimsicott, but here, let me tell you guys now. I'm running Infiltrator at Whimsicott. Call me silly, but with the Dark Gen buff, I just wanted to be able to encore anything with Lipard, and then encore things with Prankster with Whimsicott. So that's my thinking as to why I run Infiltrator. And so that I can hit things behind sub. Yeah, it's kind of silly, but it's actually helped me out quite a few times. And I refuse to run both Prankster on both of them. It's just me, you know? So that's why I didn't go into Whimsicott there. And instead I went into Lipard. And now... I went into Xatu. He switched out to Rotom because he had to, because he was encored into Earthquake. And I'm going to hit the Rotom with Psychic, which hits pretty hard. I still have my Whimsicott to resist both the stabs, so I go into it. Take nothing from that. I'm going to go for Moonblast again in case he wants to switch into anything else. And just take out the Rotom. He goes into, okay, look at this. He goes into Embor. He predicts me to switch out because he brings in Embor, but since I know he's not Scarf anymore, I calced it. I'm Z move Ferranium Z, so I calced it, and this Twinkle Tackle can take him out in one hit every time, so I go for it. He switches out to Rhydon, and I thought he predicted that. I honestly thought he predicted that. But he didn't. He just thought I was going to switch or something like that. So that's why he went for that play. But I thought that was really, really weird. He goes into Pavilion. I know he's going to attack, not go for the setup. That's just obvious. I didn't even expect Audino to take that, but he does. So Now I fodder it. I encore just in case he wants to set up or do something dumb. I go into Zatu because because Whimsicott can't touch it. And now if he made this play, which he did, that was his winning play. That was his winning play. I calced every possibility, and that was his winning play. And you know what's so funny? I U-turn just in case he didn't make that play because he doesn't know I'm Infiltrator, right? So he could have got the one hint from the way I went into Liepard instead of Whimsicott. But no, there's no way he could have known. So I U-turn out and I go into Whimsicott. So it would have been the most perfect ideal situation right now. This would have been probably GG or close to it because he could still switch out to Embor if I encore. But this would have been close. No, and still even now that I think about it, even if I encore, he would be boosting up, and my Moonblast would be getting weaker and weaker, and I don't know. Anyways, it would have been a different game, but I'm Infiltrator, so it doesn't even matter. He gets the crit, does not matter. I went for encore. I'm Infiltrator, so nothing I could do. Go into Zatu, that's a one shot, even if it's not. Oh, it's not a one shot, so Psychic is not going to do anything. Oh my god, Psyshock probably would have killed. But then again, that's the same thing. I run Psychic over Psyshock because I don't have any special attackers. Or I normally don't. Anyways, maybe I'll run Psyshock for that reason. But regardless, I thought that was a very good way to test my team. I was pretty upset that I lost because I felt like I had a good fight. So, anyways, this was the second battle I had with this team. Not bad. Not bad at all. Good game. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.